This is day 2 of Advent of Code 2024 in Go, and this challenge is called Red-Nosed Reports. Fortunately, the first location the historians want to search isn't a long walk from the Chief Historian's office. While the Red-Nosed Reindeer nuclear fusion fission plant appears to contain no sign of the Chief Historian, the engineers there will run up to you as soon as they see you. Apparently, they still talk about the time Rudolph was saved through molecular synthesis from a single electron. They're quick to add that, since you're already here, they'd really appreciate your help analysing some unusual data from the red-nosed reactor. You turn to check if the historians are waiting for you, but they seem to have already divided into groups that are currently searching every corner of the facility. You offer to help with the unusual data. The unusual data, the puzzle input, consists of many reports. One report per line. Each report is a list of numbers called levels that are separated by spaces. So for example, let's assume 76421 is one report, then each report like that. This example data contains 6 reports, each containing 5 levels. So each row, 6 rows for each report, then the 5 levels. The engineers are trying to figure out which reports are safe. The red-nosed reactor safety systems can only tolerate levels that are either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing. So a report only counts as safe if both of the following are true. The levels are either all increasing or all decreasing. Any 2 adjacent levels differ by at least 1 and at most 3. So with the rules above, the reports can be found safe or unsafe by checking those rules. So this one's all decreasing by 1, so it's safe. Unsafe because increased by 5. Unsafe because decreased by 4. Unsafe because it increases and decreases. Unsafe because it's not changing. And safe because the levels are all increasing by 1, 2, or 3. So in this case, 2 reports are safe. Okay, well, let's get started. So we'll start off here with, we've got the lines, and we are going to do 4 line in-range lines. We'll create a variable levels. This can equal, actually first we need to split up the numbers that are in this line. So parts is equal to strings dot fields, and that we put in line. So we've now got each of the individual parts. Then levels is going to contain the list of numbers, so make list of ints, and we want it to be the length of the amount of numbers we have. Using parts, we've got levels with the length of the parts. Then what we need to do is go through the parts and convert them to ints. So for part in range parts, we need to import string conversion. So we can convert from string to int, and this will be string num, which is now equal to string convert dot a toy part. So we've got that. Now we just need to add it to, actually, so because I already specified the length of this, we will be using the index number. So this will be levels I equals num. So now that I've done this, we've got levels, which will be the current report we are looking at in the lines. So I guess there's a few factors. Let's just copy and paste this in so we've got it clearly present for us. So the levels are either all increasing or all decreasing. We'll do is increasing equals true. This is what we'll initialize it as. We are then going to iterate through the numbers. So we'll do for, so we need to compare each number. So we do need the index, we can't just iterate over it. So for I equals 1, I is less than length of levels and I plus plus. So we'll create a variable here called difference or diff, and this will be levels I minus levels I. Alright, I set it as 1, so we'll go I minus 1. So we've got to diff, and we will do diff equals 0 break. So that would exit from here. Actually, we'll do a variable here is safe, which will equal true. So is safe will now equal false. And we'll go to here, is safe, if is safe, output plus equals 1. So if diff equals 0, break from that. Now we need to check to see if it's increasing or not. So we'll now do if I equals 1 and diff is less than 0, is increasing equals false, and then we can do else if is increasing, and this will be diff less than 0, or not is increasing and diff greater than 0. Basically same thing again here. oh, this one, towards the error here. Expected statement found else. Am I doing if statements wrong and go? Okay, just looked it up. Apparently it has to be on the same line. Didn't realise that. Okay, well there we go. That's working. So I think that's all we have to do. So we may as well run it and see if it works. And the output we received is 452. So let's enter that and see if it works. Okay, that's not right. So there's something else we've done wrong. Oh, I completely forgot about this rule. Okay, no wonder. So I guess straight away we can do if diff is less than -3 or diff is greater than 3. Same thing again, is safe, false, and break. So now 314. So return back to day 2 and we'll put in 314 as the answer and hopefully that's correct. There we go, that's correct. So now on to part 2. The engineers are surprised by the low number of safe reports until they realize I forgot to tell you about the problem dampener. The problem dampener is a reactor mounted module that lets the reactor's safety systems tolerate a single bad line in what would otherwise be a safe report. It's like the bad level never happened. Now the same rules applies before, except if removing a single level from an unsafe report would make it safe. The report instead counts as safe. Okay, interesting. So same rules as before, but there's one chance of allowing the wrong output. So we'll just copy and paste all this, put it here. I really should have done functions for all this, but that's fine. And for we'll do, what should we call that? We'll do bad level equals 0, and we can just chuck into here bad level plus plus if bad level greater than 0, greater than 1. Then we can do that. Doesn't feel right having all these if statements and all this repeated code, but that's okay. We're just doing it because it's quick. So if we run that, then it should give us the correct output, I assume. Okay, now it's given us 370, so let's give that a go. Okay, that was wrong. Guess now I need to figure out why. Maybe I should reread that. So I didn't properly read this, did I? Okay, so it's like I misunderstood it. So I thought it was like, so there's a connection between this number and then this number, and then a connection between this number and this number. I thought it was if we allow one of those connections to work, then it would fix it. But no, it's about actually removing it. So now if we remove this, then it'll be 1 to 2. Okay, so that isn't what I thought it would be. Okay, so it makes it a bit more tricky. So I'm first gonna just undo those changes I added in. So I've now got the original one. Yeah, okay, I need to change this so it's a function. Because it's getting a bit too complicated now. So we'll cut all this out. Create a function here. Call it is safe. This will take in levels which are an int, and this will return a bool, and then need to reformat this, and at the very bottom return is safe. So I've done that. We then go to here and we first, so is safe, set this to false, is safe equals, I'm actually doing it like that, will be confusing. We'll change this to level is safe, and we'll do this, and we will pass in levels, and we can then just do if not is safe, then for I equals 0, I is less than length of levels, I plus plus, we then do is safe. So we need to pass in the new, we need to create a new, okay, yeah, we need a new list. So modified levels, and what would this be? So we need to basically remove the item from the levels list, the level from the report. This can be create this, then modified levels is equal to append modified levels, and it would be levels. So we need to do a slice of it from the beginning with length I. What's wrong with this? Oh, I need to do that. And what's wrong here? Oh, okay, so need to spread it. And now we do the same thing, modified levels, but it's from I plus 1 to the very end. And now we do is safe is based on the modified levels. Then we can do if is safe break, then that would go down to here and do that. Okay, I think that should be correct, so let's run it and hopefully it's all good. 373. Let's try that. Oh, cool, so that is it. So that is the second day of Advent of Code 2024 done in Go. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.